How's your day going? Please get in the line to let us take measurements of these little ones' weight and height. Oh no, it looks like my baby is not gaining any height. Ah, seems like this is a sign of stunting. Stunting? Stunting is a linear growth disorder caused by chronic malnutrition. The number of stunted children in Indonesia reached a prevalence of 37.2%, which has exceeded the maximum prevalence limit of 20%, making this issue an urgent problem that needs to be solved quickly. Stunting can be caused by the disruption of nutritional intake in the first 1,000 days of life in children and maternal nutrition during pregnancy. An effective solution in dealing with this problem is feeding complementary food to infants from ages 6 to 24 months old, which is suitable to meet the energy gap and iron gaps that cannot be fulfilled by breast milk alone. The fulfillment of these gaps can be done by consuming fresh produce high in protein and iron such as egg white, spinach, and carrot. Egg white is known to have a significantly high score of BDC-AAS and is abundant in protein. The implementation of the fermentation process is highly considered due to its ability to increase the availability of protein and provide the enhancement of nutritional properties. The objective of this research is to find out the optimal formulation and processing condition to produce a complementary food based on a fermented powder of hen egg white, spinach, and carrot. Data collection was conducted through online databases such as Science Direct and Google Scholar. The main papers being used for references are as follows. A previous research conducted by Jia et al. Studied the effect of fermentation conditions on the foaming properties of egg white albumin. The material used in this research is as follows. The amount of free amino groups is directly correlated to the degree of protein denaturation. The ability of egg white protein to decrease its surface tension at liquid-air interface is indicated by its foaming properties. As seen on Figure 1 and 2, the amount of free amino groups in macromole per gram protein of ovalbumin and ovomucoid foaming ability and stability is at its highest at the 3-hour mark of fermentation. Overall, it is concluded that the fermentation can both improve the foaming ability and stability of egg white. Fermentation done on spinach and carrot is spontaneous, which relies on the presence of microorganisms already existing in the vegetables. It was also suggested that the addition of brine, made up of salt or NaCl and water, can enhance the growth of microorganisms. As can be seen on Table 2, at the end of 30 days there is a complete consumption of glucose. Hence, it can be concluded that salt water with concentration 2.5% facilitates the highest utilization of glucose by microorganisms. A previous study reviewed the effect of temperature and time on the functional characteristics of fermented egg white powder processed with pan drying. The sample used was as follows. Heating and drying of protein in egg white can cause a change in its structure, which in turn affects its foaming capacity and stability. Solubility is affected by the period of drying, in which the longer the sample undergoes the drying process, the protein molecules are more denatured, hence causing a reduction in solubility. From Table 1, it can be concluded that the most optimum solubility of the powder can be achieved after drying at 55 degrees Celsius for 30 hours. WHO recommended the use of a Z-score table in order to calculate the stunting index of an infant. To increase the awareness of stunting at grassroots level, health professionals such as staff of integrated healthcare centers or Posyandu can be involved to encourage the participation of people in the intervention of stunting. This research provides a deeper understanding of optimal formulation and processing conditions of the fermentation and drying of hen egg white, spinach, and carrot for the production of complementary food. A thorough research and development can facilitate the potential of acquiring simple patents. Complementary food based on fermented egg white is still uncommon in Indonesia, making it a very good opportunity to be the first to commercialize this product on a nationwide scale. After acquiring legal certifications, there is a high potential in introducing the product in foreign market where stunting is a huge issue. A concept of which is still under research is the formulation of fermented complementary food developed under the brand name Aki, with design and composition as follows. This product is developed to be able to be integrated with an Android-based application to enable a faster and more precise calculation of stunting index. In conclusion, some processing parameters determining the quality of egg white powder fortified with spinach and carrot are pH, saltwater concentration, temperature, and duration of fermentation as well as of drying. Based on previously published research articles, the formulation of the desired product is as follows. Further research and development can facilitate the potential of patent acquirement, which makes product commercialization on a nationwide and international scale possible. This complementary food product is developed in hope of being the first comprehensive digital intervention approach against stunting in Indonesia. This research paper is done by Desi Putri Utami, Laila, and Primus Muhammad Iza Kusuma as main authors, and Mrs. Rizka Septifani STPMP as supervisor. This study was supported by Direktorat Jenderal Pembelajaran dan Kemahasiswaan under the provision of Kementerian Riset, Teknologi, dan Pendidikan Tinggi Republik Indonesia.